everyone. I feel like this is a good representation of what's going on in our household this week. It's a busy week, and you can probably hear the air fryer going. I'm just cooking some sausages for our pasta bake. We're having something really simple tonight, and I thought I would update you while I do it on the renovation. I also wanted to show you this. This is the pasta bake that we're having tonight. Is that going to focus on it? This is the pasta bake we're having tonight, and oh my word, if you haven't tried it, you need to. That's Pepper calling me, 1 second. Who's that? This is Pepper. She's my pride and joy. Hey? You my little girl. My gorgeous girl. You can smell the sausages, can't you? Can you smell the sausages cooking in the oven? In the air fryer? Keep getting that wrong. Don't know what you're barking at. Oh, 1 second, Pep. Good girl. She's definitely not as light as she used to be. Yeah, so in a nutshell, a lot's happening, but I wanted to show you briefly the kitchen. I'm not going to do a full tour, but I don't know if you can see, it is a small kitchen. They call it a galley kitchen because it's long and thin like a galley, and yeah, it's not ideal, to be honest. The dishwasher is right here. It looks like a funny dishwasher because it's actually an internal dishwasher, which, by the way, just as a heads up, if anyone else is thinking about doing what we're doing, obviously we're doing our kitchen this year, and the plan was to buy a very, very decent inbuilt dishwasher before we actually got the kitchen. So we already have it, it's here, but it is not like a normal dishwasher because of the weight distribution of the door that you put onto it when it's internal. It kind of balances it properly, and it means that when you have it like this, it doesn't balance properly. So we have to leave everything on the bottom shelf so that it doesn't tip over every time. Like yeah, it's not ideal, and to be honest, if I could go back, I'd probably just buy a really cheap dishwasher. Although dishwashers are really specific, aren't they? And I don't think I would ever buy a second-hand one. I know that probably makes me sound like I don't know, but anyway, it is what it is. The dishwasher's great, great layout, great dishwasher, but yeah, it's just a bit awkward to unload. What I was going to say about that as well is that when it's open, you can't walk past it. That's how thin this kitchen is, and so that's why I'm also very excited for the wall to be taken down very soon, because it will probably mean that we have a very good size kitchen, which I'm very, very, very excited about. And yeah, I will say there is quite a lot of wood in this kitchen, and when I say wood, I don't actually know if it's real wood, but these cabinets, I'm thinking about either repurposing them or making them into something else if I can't reuse them in the kitchen that I want to. Basically, I would like a second-hand oak kitchen, because obviously, as we all know, oak is very expensive, and so my idea is to buy a second-hand one from like Facebook Marketplace or something like that, and basically redoing the kitchen up in that way. I also want to do it that way because it's more sustainable. It means that we're not buying a brand new kitchen when we don't really need to. I want the kitchen to be, oh, Pep. I don't know what she's barking at, but anyway, basically in a nutshell, I want this kitchen to feel like a home. I don't want it to look like a show home. That's not the idea of this kitchen at all. I want it to be filled with things on the wall. I want it, you know, I don't class myself as a maximalist or a minimalist. I definitely don't practice minimalism at all. People who know me would probably laugh at that even being a concept. But I'm definitely not a maximalist, but I want the kitchen to be just filled with like, I want it to feel loved. I don't want it to feel like this show home. So you know, I want there to be jars on the windowsill, I want there to be hanging pans on the walls, like that's the kind of vibe that I want. So yeah, it's going to be a very country style kitchen and I cannot wait for that. The one thing I will say about this kitchen, and I really hope you can hear me by the way with that, hang on, 1 second pet. I've just stopped the sausages cooking for like 2 seconds while I just talk. I feel like you probably can't hear me very well, so I'm sorry if that was like 5 minutes of barely hearing me, but we're gonna go for it. This is the unedited renovation vlog, so I'm trying to keep it unedited, so yeah. The one thing about this kitchen that I have really taken on board with what our kitchen will eventually look like is the oven. I've never had an oven at standing height before, and I feel like it's changed my mind with what I want in my kitchen. If you have an oven this high up, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. There's no bending, like I have a bad back already and there's no bending down with that oven, and that is the most beautiful thing. Not to be all dramatic and cheesy, but wow, it's changed the way I've seen my kitchen. So unfortunately this oven is not the newest, so we're gonna get like a more economically friendly oven anyway. I think it's also a gas oven, so it's not the best oven in the world. However, it has made me want a upright oven. I will say our plan at the present moment, is to get, if I can find a gas and electric oven of the Range Master series, then I will get that. Very specific colour that I want, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that. But anyway, that's the plan. And so I'm gonna have the cooker here, and then I do want an upright oven there. I don't need both of those things, I just want one that I can use at height level. Yeah, that's the plan for the kitchen roughly. We will be having an island, but I can't yet decide, and please tell me what you think. I can't decide whether I want an island that is, you know, looks inbuilt, or if I want I don't actually know what they're called, to be honest. There's a specific name for them and I've seen the name, can't remember what it is, but it's basically like a table, but it's called, I can't remember what it's called. Basically, way back when, obviously the servants used to be in the kitchen and there used to be an island, but it was a table, and whatever that's called, I'm gonna kick myself because I can't remember what it's called right now, but I was thinking about having one of those in the kitchen instead of an island. And what I guess that means is we can kind of chop and change if we want to sit at it, if we just want it to be a table, you know, that kind of thing. So 1 second, pet. So yeah, I don't really know what to do in that situation. Let me know what you think. I'll try and show you pictures on the screen here of what I'm talking about, so you know, you can kind of visualize what I mean. But I'm thinking about having the table more than the island. We won't be having any, you know, we're not going to have the sink or a hob on the island anyway. That's never the plan. So yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think. And anyway, I need to put the sausages back on. 1 second. Anyway, I'm gonna head off because I need to finish making dinner. But yeah, let me know what you think, and let me know if you have an island, what you like about your kitchen, because I really want this kitchen to be like the most functional family kitchen. We're not going to be in this home forever, so I want whoever has this house after us to be in a place that can love it as much as we do, basically. So yeah, anyway, on that note, I'm going to go. I'm going to love and leave you, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye!